Today, the moon is in Aries, but we've got a little bit of complex energies going on. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, March 19th, just after last night's new moon in Pisces. So the sun still in Pisces, and now on Thursday at the 29-degree mark of Pisces, getting ready to go into Aries, which is the spring equinox. Today, the moon is in Aries already, but as the moon enters Aries, it joins Neptune, ruler of Pisces. So we have all of these energies speaking to each other, and they are very different energies. So the moon entering Aries, first of all, the moon is feelings. It's that deeper sense of who we are, what we need, what makes us feel comfortable and happy. So that moon is our inner needs, our inner sense of self and who we are, really at those levels that are often hard to put into words because it's about feelings. And when the moon goes into Aries, which happens every month, we have the moon going into that sign of outward action, of Aries go energy, Aries action, momentum, risk taking, things that need to move. And so you put the moon in Aries, and what you have is those inner, more vulnerable, more sensitive parts of ourselves flinging themselves out into the world around us. So already the moon in Aries is an interesting animal. But when you have the moon going into Aries, joining Neptune in at 1 degree Aries, we have Neptune, the planet of spirituality, of dissolving, of transcendence, of connecting that bigger picture that speaks to us on those much bigger levels when we get outside of our ordinary and our expectations and our assumptions about how things function and operate in the day-to-day world. So you put that that moon in Aries action, except it immediately gets dissolved by that Neptune energy. And Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, where the sun is now at 29 degrees Pisces, finishing the zodiac, the final degree of the zodiac, that transition point between the old and the new, but hasn't yet crossed that threshold into the new. So the sun, the shiny external part of ourselves, is in this transcendent goo that says, what's true for you in the bigger picture. It's not clear what direction you're going just yet, but you have to listen to your heart and you have to feel what's moving you. We did just have a new moon in Pisces when the moon and sun came together in late Pisces. So we're really feeling that, like, still, okay, what is completing, what is being released, what is being let go, even as that moon says, I need to move, I need to go somewhere. And then it immediately hits Neptune that says, wherever you thought you were going, it is now everything all at once. It is now, you are now all things moving in all directions at the same time. So I don't know what that will translate into or what it might look like or feel like. I think that there's a sense of needing to move from that inner self, right? Our moon, our inner child, our needs, our feelings of who we are and what's important to us, needing action, Aries, but then that action immediately becomes confused. That's one way it might look. Or it might immediately transcend what it thought it was doing, and it may not be about thinking at all. It may be about discovery in ways that open our hearts, in ways that we stumble into something we didn't expect in that journey, right? That soul's journey of discovery. So there could be some unexpected moments of awakening or discovery. And this all happens for Pacific time zone right after midnight when the moon hits Neptune in those early, very early hours or first hours of Thursday. So depending on your time zone, you may be asleep when all of this is happening. So maybe it will be speaking to you through your dreams. But even as we go through the day on Thursday, the moon's still moving through Aries. It's going to pass Neptune and then Saturn and then make its way toward Venus in Aries. So we'll have these 4 planets in Aries, but remember, even though we have this action oriented, move forward, don't hold me back kind of feeling, we also have this Pisces energy that is really not clear about what direction things are going in. We also have Mercury now beginning its station. So it's going to slow down its retrograde. It's going to slow down, hover on a point, and then slowly begin to move direct. And that will be just after noon Pacific time on Friday, as the sun also enters Aries. So once the sun goes into Aries, and Mercury goes direct, it's going to be slow at first because, of course, Mercury has to stop and it has to turn around and begin to move the other direction. And it will slowly, slowly pick up traction over time. So we still have these sort of interesting set of breaks holding us back. But it's really less about I mean, it might feel like you're trying to go and things don't work, things can't get you anywhere. It might feel like that, but it also might feel like, oh, wait a minute, you are not finished yet with connecting with your true self, with remembering the bigger picture, with feeling into the spiritual needs that are speaking to you, the wisdom, the guidance that is here for you. So, in other words, don't rush in to what comes next, but continue to allow this process to percolate through you, even as you might start to feel those urges to start things and move forward and get things done. It's going to take some time before all of that forward moving energy organizes itself to help us move forward. So for now, today we have that Aries moon and right, our more vulnerable inner sensitive selves wanting to try things, do things, move on it. But at the same time, we have this other energy that says, I mean, it's not a stop energy. It's more of a check in with the bigger picture first kind of energy. Like, are you really sure? Is that really right for you? Have you thought this through? Have you talked to your heart? Have you checked with your bigger picture of needs and your life and how love shows up in your life? Like these much more intangible, complicated, mysterious energies are still speaking to you. So that is my attempt to break down what I'm seeing in the astrological energies for today and how we can think about self-care. So hopefully that helps you understand why things do feel so confusing and complicated and why you feel that urge to do things and want to get things done. But there's some other bigger work that is still happening. So pay attention to where that might be showing up for you. As always, think about your needs and what is going to be best for you in this moment, because if you can feed your own true self, then that true self can blossom over time and make the most positive, creative, impactful difference going forward. So, in other words, It's kind of like sowing you're sowing the seeds, and we just had this Pisces new moon, but you're also preparing the soil, nurturing the environment, right? Like there's so much more to it than just, something that needs to grow because it needs a lot of support, right? And so we need that support for ourselves. So I hope that is helpful. Thank you for being here. I'm Marina Orms. I recently completed this amazing guest speaker series called Emergence. So if you haven't yet had a chance to listen to that, or maybe you missed some of the speakers, I do have a preview video available at transformationalastrology.com. So go check that out. Thank you for being here, and thanks for subscribing. I am here every day with astrology for unshakable self care, and I will see you next time.